Today, we're gonna cruise through Cardiff. We're staying on the west side of the 5 today. So we're gonna show you a few of the neighborhoods. There's only like 2 main neighborhoods. The little town square, what that's all about. Town square, I don't know, what would you call it? Town center? Anyways, where Seaside Market is. So kind of like the central area with like a few shops, restaurants, all that kind of stuff. Gonna cruise to the beach, show you a little bit of that. We're standing right now at a local staple. This little guy greets you right here, the Kook.
We're gonna show you really why Cardiff is just rad and all the things that make it a really, really cool community.
As always, thanks for tuning in. I'm Chris Erickson.
I'm Cassidy Lewis.
And we love making these videos for you, but we're also real estate agents here in North County, San Diego. So if you guys are kicking around the idea of moving out here, definitely hit us up. Call, text, email, we got your back when moving here to Cardiff. Actually, let's go check out the beaches. I think these are some of the best beaches here in North County, San Diego, this little stretch specifically of Cardiff. So let's go check them out right now. So we're cruising down Cardiff State Beach. Like I said, this is one of the, in my opinion, one of the better beaches here in North County. One reason being, you can see around, there's no bluffs, there's no cliffs. You can park right on the beach, right behind us here. There's a parking lot, and then we'll show you one at the end here too. Seaside State Beach. And it's just a really cool beach. It's dog friendly, on leash, you can cruise out. It's real easy if you have kids, basically park on the beach. Obviously on weekends and stuff, it gets super packed. And there's not a ton of parking. At the south, a little bit more.
Especially if you're like me and you're not a surfer and you don't really like cold water, there is a long stretch of beach to walk on. This is one of my favorites as well, just because, as you can see, you can just walk forever.
And Cardiff has some of the only beachfront restaurants right here in North County, like literally on the beach. Pacific Coast Grill, PCG's right here. The guy next to it's getting remodeled, or has been for a few years, so we'll see what happens with that. A few more to the south, and then you can see this long stretch of beach. Here's the other beach that we were talking about. To the very south end, we're literally looking at Solana Beach right now. So we're like right on the border of Cardiff and Solana. It's Seaside Reef. But you can see there's a huge parking lot right back there. So park right here, unload, walk your kids across, and then you're on the beach. So it's one of the other beaches that are super easy access right here in Cardiff.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
We are standing in one of the districts of Cardiff. We're in the walking district right now. As you can see, it's not that walkable. Even though there are a ton of hills, it actually is pretty close. It's only like from where we're at up on the hill, it's probably 4 or 5 blocks down to kind of the center of Cardiff, which has Seaside Market, all of those restaurants, bars, things down there. So it is really walkable. There's no sidewalks, there's hills. It's just funny that that's the name.
Yeah, and parking wise, there's not a ton of parking. So as you're cruising up and down these streets, a lot of them are gonna be, I mean, there's like parking right in front of the house and stuff, but as you're cruising around, sometimes you have to pull over, let the other person pass by so you know there's enough room for everybody to cruise through. Housing wise, there's a few different styles in the walking district. There's kind of that older original house that's been here in like the 50s and 60s. They're kind of single stories, smaller footprint on like larger plots of land. There are some twin homes, like older twin homes, and then newer twin homes where people have basically built two homes connected on one lot. And then there are these massive kind of mansion style houses that people have basically knocked down the original, took a big footprint house and put it on the lot, and they're killer. There are some really cool spots right here in the walking district of Cardiff.
From this whole section of Cardiff, there are a ton of homes that have views, both on the west side of the road and on the east side of the road, just because it's so elevated, and you just get huge 180-degree ocean views from a lot of these houses. And a lot of them have really cool roof decks or decks off the back, so really taking advantage of that outdoor living with those amazing views. Pricing in these neighborhoods really just depends on the home, but the base kind of level is right around $2 million, even for twin homes or those smaller detached houses. That's kind of where it starts, and then it goes up from there just depending on condition, location, what type of view and all that. So it is going to be on the higher end side, west of the 5.
And now we're at a quick little lunch stop at Lourdes, a nice little Mexican spot right here in Cardiff. There's a few of them around town, one in your little spot, San Diego Hills. This is the Cardiff one. Obviously, got some fish tacos. What'd you go for?
Carne asada burrito.
And would you tell me the chips?
You only get them if you get it for here.
Yeah, quick little tip. If you get it to go, no chips. So.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah.
So we're cruising down the coastal rail trail, which goes from Swami's to the north down to like that town center of Cardiff. And it's super awesome. It's like relatively new, totally paved. Scoot, skate, bike, bring the kids out, jog up here. We're gonna skate a little bit. When's the last time you skated?
It's been like a good 10 years.
Yeah, so it could be pretty funny.
I won't stop till I hear him say
So now we are in the other district of Cardiff, just right on the north side. It's called the Composer District. It's a little bit different, a little more spread out. The roads are a little bit funkier, whereas like the walking district, it's pretty much a grid pattern. Here, it's kind of a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We're on one of the wider roads right now, but some of the roads are kind of tight, just like the other side. And on this side, housing-wise, it's a little bit different. It seems a little more spread out. Some of the lots are a little bit bigger, but you do still have those older style homes. You got the brand new style homes, which basically they scrape the other houses. One thing about Cardiff is there are no beachfront houses, because even from this side, the north side, you still have the coastal rail trail, you have the train tracks, you have Coast Highway, and then you have these bluffs running up. So like other cities, like Encinitas bluff top homes, like Neptune Ave, which we did a video about if you want to go check it out, those are right on the ocean. This, you have a little buffer zone, and there's only kind of one way. There's one walking way under, right by Swami's. You can go underneath the train tracks. But driving wise, Chesterfield is going to be your only kick through right there to get to the beaches that we were just showing you earlier.
So from this area, it's not going to be as walkable as the walking district is to get to those amenities like the restaurants, shops, and all that. But you're a quick little shot down to the coastal rail trail, which then will take you over to those amenities.
In the little shopping center district, right downtown in Cardiff, which we're going to show you in a little bit here. It's pretty small. There's your staples and stuff, a few restaurants, a few little shops. But if you want to do like big shopping, big box stores, Targets, if you need to go to Home Depot for some home improvement, any of that kind of stuff, just shoot up El Camino Real. It's a quick shot. It's like the main drag down in Encinitas, so probably like 10 minutes away and you're good to go. You got everything you need right there.
All I want
Now we're at kind of the town center. This is where you have Seaside Market. It's like it's a really cool local grocery store. They have a ton of craft beer in there. Actually, it's a Cardiff Crack in there, which is like a tri-tip, marinated, super good. If you haven't, go try that out. Lost Abbey, that's where we just grabbed the beer. So to right, it's like a local tasting room.
We've also got a couple of good restaurants in here. You got East Coast Pizza, which is great. You can also buy a slice, go into the brewery, and grab a beer in there too. So that's a great option. You've also got Waverly right behind us here is a new restaurant in the center. And then if you're going out of here, you've got Best Pizza and Beer, Best One, which is a pizza place too that is really well known in the community. Got VG Donut for some great donuts and pastries, and then you've got Pipes, which is a great breakfast spot right around the corner.
And so it's a small footprint kind of area, but there's a lot of little areas, little spots that you can explore. We're right across from the beach. We're right by the Kook that we started at earlier. So it's a really cool area right here in the center of Cardiff.
To learn more about Cardiff, check out the next video that's popping up. It is a map style view of Cardiff as a whole, so definitely check that out. And if you are thinking about moving out here to North County, San Diego, definitely get in touch with us. Call, text, email. We've got your back when moving to North County, San Diego.